Today we're going to take a quick look at Roadmaster's Nighthawk tow bar. Now I've been using a Roadmaster Sterling, this bad boy is about 20 years old, to tow my CRV from my 2008 Outlook, and Roadmaster sent me this one in exchange for this review. To try to answer the question, is the Roadmaster Nighthawk the best tow bar you can buy? Let's dive in. All right, so we are all connected with the Nighthawk by Roadmaster. Let's go over some of the features here. This is the 677, which means it's made for the Blue Ox base plate. If you've got a Roadmaster base plate, your connection is going to look a little bit different. You'll have a bar running across there, and so you get the 676 if you've got a Roadmaster base plate. This is the 677 because I have a Blue Ox base plate here. Now this is one of the more expensive tow bars that you can buy, and the biggest feature here being the non-binding. Should you need to disconnect in a situation where the ground isn't level, or maybe you're at a little bit of an angle, these arms are made to not bind up. Now right now these are not fully extended. When I begin to move my RV, these will extend out, they will lock in place, so you've got probably another 10 inches or so that's going to extend once I begin to drive. And then when these are locked in place, in order to disconnect your tow vehicle, you need to pull this and it will make those come loose so that you can disconnect here. If you've ever tried to disconnect a tow bar on an unlevel surface, you know, sometimes you might have to have some friends push on the back of the car or even push on the front of the car in order to get it to loosen up enough for you to pull your pins out. This should prevent you from having that issue. And being Roadmaster's top of the line tow bar, we have an 8,000 pound capacity. My CRV is under 4,000 pounds, so that's plenty for this. But if you've got a diesel motorhome, right now I've got a 2008 gas motorhome with a 5,000 pound capacity. So the CRV is under that capacity, but this tow bar is rated all the way to 8,000 pounds. If you're towing a truck or a small or medium-sized SUV, this should be plenty to do that. A lot of people love to tow Jeep SUVs. They can weigh a good bit more than the CRV. This should be a good fit for that. One of the unique features of the Nighthawk is actually these LEDs along the exterior. When you are plugged in with your 7-pin to your RV and then your 6-pin here on your towed, these LEDs will activate with your brakes and with your turn signals. Now, I do not plan to tow at night, but if you get in a situation where you are towing at night, that is going to be very helpful as people are going to be able to see that turn signal. Obviously, we've got one here, but that will just be added safety benefit. And those lights can stay on when you're disconnecting at night to give you a little bit more visibility. So here on my CRV, the connection process is not too difficult. Obviously, we get into our tow hitch. We've got 2 safety cables. These are included with the Nighthawk. You want to reverse those as you are connecting. This is the breakaway cable for my brake buddy. So that is not included with the Nighthawk. And then on this side, we've got our 6-pin, again, integrated into the frame so that your cables are not flopping around on the ground. I like having that too, that gives you enough flexibility there. And safety cables on this side, and then here is our connection to the Blue Ox. One more thing to note, as they will tell you in the manual, when you get connected on a level surface is to verify that your hitch and your connection point is within 3 inches of height. So I have done that a few times on flat surfaces, and I'm usually lined up within 2 inches, so I'm usually safe. If you need to get a hitch heightener or decrease the hitch, you can get an adapter for that. But that is one of the main things as you're making sure that you are within that 3 inches of tolerance. Now, how do you disconnect? Well, you essentially reverse all of those steps. And this being non-binding makes that a lot easier. You're gonna pull on these, get so that your arms are freed up. You pull your pins, remove that off of there, and then take your safety cables off and basically just reverse the process. The last thing I want to cover here, is there a con to the Nighthawk by Roadmaster? Well, the con is probably that this is the most expensive tow bar that you can buy. You can save some money if you get certainly you can get one with a lower tow capacity or one without the LED strips or something like that. This is their top of the line tow bar, so that probably is our con, that this is by no means cheap. Now, I will put a link in the description to this tow bar. As of this recording, prices are right around $1,500 for the Nighthawk. They also have a Sterling and a Falcon, which you can knock a couple $100 off. If you want to check those out, I can link to those as well. But let me know in the comments if you've got another tow bar that you have been using, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.